Hello and welcome to Archvelder's Hacks with Archvelder and his amazing hacks. Now, with the Shadowlands pre-patch well underway, a lot of systems have changed. Some for the worse, some for the better, and in this video I'm going to tell you about an amazing simple trick that can allow you to farm gold and XP up to 100% faster. Right from the start, I want to make this very clear. You do not need to pay for a second account to make this work. You do not need to multi-box. You need only one paid subscription. If you find I'm speaking too slowly for you in this video, use the cogwheel on the bottom right to increase the playback speed. First, set yourself up with a Starter Edition account. Now, don't confuse a Starter Edition account with a class trial account. They're completely different things. A starter account is essentially a free trial account. It's for people who want to test out the game before handing over any cash. Starter Edition accounts can't use the auction house or trade and can't go beyond level 20, but they have one huge advantage. They're free. Make sure that you set up a Starter Edition account on the same realm that your main paid account is on. Now you can level a character, any class or race, it doesn't matter, up to at least level 10. For this video, I'll be using the hunter that you see here that I pre-leveled for this purpose. Once you've got to level 10, find Chromie, and she'll be outside the embassy in your faction capital. When you've found Chromie, select the Cataclysm option. Now log on to a character on your main paid account. Invite your Starter Edition free trial account to a group on this character. In this video I'm using my level 50 mage. Now that's all the setup we need, and now I'm going to show you how this works in action. I'm taking my mage to Blackrock Stronghold here in Burning Steppes. This is a popular location for farming NPCs for legacy items due to the very large number of mobs in a small area. If you kill all the mobs in this area, you have to wait a while for them to respawn fully. This downtime is costly, but we can force the mobs to all respawn instantly by changing phase. And to do this, click on your map and select the option Start Party Sync, and then verify it with your Starter Edition free trial character. You'll find that you change phase into the timewalking version of Blackrock Stronghold and all the mobs respawn. You can now kill them all again and loot them. Note that the mobs are quite a bit stronger now. Their level was previously 31, a lot lower than my level 50 mage. Party Sync brings them up to 50. You might think this makes large packs impossible to kill, but in fact, although it takes a little bit longer, even with the notoriously squishy mage class, it isn't that hard to kill everything. Now you can alternate between the two phases, taking advantage of what is effectively enhanced respawn time. Veteran players will probably remember that the Cross-Realm Assist add-on allowed you to do something similar. That was ludicrously profitable for a while before Blizzard nerfed it. This is slightly different. You max out on 2 phases, or 4 if you count War Mode, but the transition is a lot smoother, and more importantly, the timewalking phase is generally only inhabited by low-level players, so you will generally only face competition from players questing through zones who tend to move on quickly. Now, the theoretical maximum increase in gold per hour using this method is 100%. However, in practice it is going to be between 50 to 100% because of the increased level of the mobs when you phase into time walking and various other factors. You can use this method with literally any open world farm with a spawn timer. The equation here is simple. The faster mobs spawn, the more mobs you kill, and the more mobs you kill, the more gold or valuable items they drop. It's a virtuous cycle. And at least until other players catch on, this is an advantage that no one who hasn't seen this video knows about yet. To some extent, you can enhance this method even further by incorporating the additional phasing of War Mode, but that's complicated by the fact that War Mode can only be turned on in a capital city. You can also use this technique for fast leveling. For example, you can use it to instantly respawn rares and gathering nodes, i.e. mining and herb nodes, both of which award experience, making rare and or gathering a viable form of leveling. Indeed, this method is one of the components of a strategy which can be used to create the fastest possible leveling time for the new patch, as I'll reveal in a future video. I discovered one more interesting thing about this strategy. It is possible to avoid dying altogether whilst using this method in the time walking phase, and this is obviously invaluable while leveling. If your health ever gets low, then you can simply use the following macros, and this will instantly return you to the normal time phase, which will phase out the attacking mobs. Now, nothing about this strategy, powerful as it is, technically violates any of Blizzard's terms of service, so the inevitable question, will I get banned for doing this, doesn't apply here. Blizzard just didn't think a lot of this stuff through properly. They may of course decide to nerf this strategy, so I'd act fast if you want to make the most of it. Now, I'm very curious to see what players are farming using this technique, and also what they can do with this beyond what I've suggested. It's one of those core strategies which tend to produce multiple different creative uses of game mechanics. As I've said before, in general you should be wary of YouTubers asking you to comment on their videos, because it's usually just a cynical way to get viewers to increase the popularity of the video with the YouTube algorithm by raising its social engagement metrics. But in this case, I'm genuinely curious what viewers think. I read all my comments and try to respond to everyone unless the response isn't appropriate.
Hey, what's up guys, this is WoW Shadowlands.
Now, I'd just like to quickly recommend an excellent YouTuber by the name of Wildchild. If you've ever wanted to use the more advanced trading strategies high-level gold players use, but felt intimidated by add-ons like Trade Skill Manager, this is very much the channel for you. She has a real gift for explaining complex subjects as simply and clearly as possible. There's a link to her channel in the description below. Try it, you won't be disappointed. And if you like this video, why not subscribe? It's a really good time to do so, because I'm going to be publishing my Raw Gold Guide to Shadowlands really soon. Make sure you hit the bell notification when you subscribe, or YouTube won't bother to send you notifications. Also, if you like deciphering riddles, I've taken to posting some clues on my Twitter account about things I can't talk about publicly, so it is a good idea to sign up there also. Thanks for watching. This has been Archvelder.